Hi everyone, a few weeks ago I challenged myself. Could I make a Castlevania style demo in GameMaker using ChatGPT as my coding partner? My goal wasn't to make a full game, but to learn GML and the GameMaker workflow. After 2 weeks I had a playable demo and learned a ton about AI assisted development, game design and coding. In this video I'll share what worked, what didn't, and the main lessons I took away. I set out to build a small prototype inspired by Castlevania. To move quickly, I borrowed sprites from Rondo of Blood as placeholders so I could focus on mechanics, not art. This project was purely educational, not something I planned to publish or sell. I'd built small platformers before, so I knew where to start. Movement, then scrolling, room transitions, attacks, enemies, and a GUI. I always tried coding features myself first, then asked ChatGPT for help when things broke. ChatGPT sped up prototyping massively. It explained GML functions, answered error messages in plain English, and acted like a tutor on call. I learned more in 2 weeks than I would have in a month on my own. My favorite habit was adding ChatGPT's explanations as comments in my code, so I could easily revisit what I'd learned. AI wasn't flawless though. Sometimes the code it suggested just didn't run, or it left out crucial lines. Other times it lost context and I had to re-explain my setup. It also assumed I knew more than I did, skipping over simple fixes. Debugging still relied on me testing, isolating problems, and thinking critically. In other words, ChatGPT accelerated the process, but it didn't replace problem solving. One tricky issue was keeping health consistent across rooms. At first my setup reset health every time a new room loaded. ChatGPT kept suggesting complex fixes that didn't quite work. I realized the simplest solution was a single persistent health object that existed only once, starting in the menu and carrying across the whole game. ChatGPT never thought to suggest that this was the problem. But through the back and forth, it taught me not only how to fix the problem, but why the fix worked. My biggest takeaway is that AI is a worthwhile assistant, but not a substitute for actually learning the code. It's perfect for brainstorming, troubleshooting, and explaining concepts, but you need patience and persistence to finish a project. For beginners, don't just copy AI code. Ask what each line means, and comment your scripts. That way you'll actually build understanding that you can use later. In the end, I built the Castlevania demo I imagined at the start. It's not releasable, the sprites are borrowed, but as a learning project it was incredibly valuable. Thanks for watching, and next I'll be exploring Unity in my game dev journey.